Hello, and welcome to our episode of Budgetai. And what are we making today?
We're gonna making spring rolls, but the fried version of spring roll.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, and are we using meat or are we doing a vegetarian version?
Yeah, we're gonna do a vegetarian version. So usually it's in Vietnam people make it with meat, but today we're gonna go a little bit different.
Okay, and I'm assuming you're from Vietnam now?
Yeah, I'm from Vietnam.
Excellent. Where are you from?
England.
Nice.
I'm also from Vietnam.
Nice. We have two Vietnamese. Okay, should we get started?
Yeah, sure.
What would you like us to... Oh, first of all, what do we need?
Yeah, we need quite some ingredients. We're gonna need the rice paper. It's like the wrapper outside.
Okay.
And then we need the tofu because it's a vegetarian version, so we don't use meat. So instead we're gonna replace meat with tofu. And then we need taro, mushrooms, onions, carrots, salad, eggs, and vermicelli. It's like a type of transparent noodles.
How do you want to get started?
Okay, I think we should start with frying the tofu because I think that's gonna take a while. So we're gonna slice it in like slices, and then we're gonna fry it, and then we're gonna cut it in even smaller slices.
Nice. Okay.
And I need something.
Okay.
I'm from England and I'm here, because we won a cooking show and everything, and also because I like cooking and I like Asian food, so...
Okay, can you slice it in like this way?
Yeah. So just like do you want it like that?
Yeah. And we should start chopping up the carrots, the mushrooms, and the taro as well.
Alright. And so when would you normally make this in Vietnam?
I think for special occasions, because usually you have to chop up everything and then wrap it in and then fry it, right? So it takes quite some time to do it. So people would usually make it for special occasions.
So what would a special occasion be?
Yeah, usually not birthdays, but like how do you say that? How do you say that in English? Yeah, but like the commemoration day of someone's death or something.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh wait, don't. No, it's fine because we're gonna grate the.
So you just wanted us to do the...
Yeah, to skin it, and then we're gonna grate it.
Okay. So have you guys ever had spring rolls before?
Yes.
When? Where?
My mom is Chinese, so whenever I go to China, whenever I eat in a Chinese restaurant, whenever I want them.
Okay. That's nice. What about you?
My mom makes some, but usually she uses like a different rice paper.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you know it. It's like opaque and white.
What is it called?
I honestly have no idea.
Oh, I think it's like the thicker one, right?
Yeah, you can also eat it on your. It's what
Ah.
I always do.
Okay. Did you ever try vegetarian spring rolls before?
Yeah, because I am vegetarian.
Apart from that, we have to do mushrooms, you said, right?
Yeah, mushrooms and taro as well.
How do you want me to cut the mushrooms?
In very small slices.
Okay.
I think it's sticking.
Is that a good thing?
No.
Okay, guys, it's not meant to stick.
Tell me more about Vietnam. What is it like?
What are the people like?
The people?
Yeah, what are the people like?
Yeah, they're like me. Where in Vietnam are you from?
My parents' family live in the south.
Oh, okay. Oh, really? Yeah, my family also lives in the south now, but they are all from the north. There's a stereotype of central Vietnamese people that they're super hardworking. Yeah, I mean from all the people I meet, I think it's quite true. And they always explain it that because in the central they have a lot of natural disasters, So people have to work extra hard to be able to get through.
And what do you guys, in particular, what do you guys miss most about home?
The food.
What particular food?
I don't know, I think everything, because, and also it's especially the street foods, because in Vietnam, if you just go out on the street, you have like 10 different choices of street foods, because it's like one after another, and wherever you go, you don't have to worry about finding something to eat, you know, because it's always there. So where in China is your family from?
My mum is from Guangzhou,
Oh,
like
okay.
mainland China, and her family lives there as well.
So what is this exactly?
This is taro. It's a type of, I think it has family with potatoes, but inside it's purple.
So tell me more about Vietnam. I'm actually really curious. Anything.
I mean, I don't know, like it really depends on what kind of things you're interested as well, I think.
Okay.
Like there are places that are quite historical and has a lot of stories to it, but can also like I'm from Ho Chi Minh City, so it's a very modern place with a lot of, I don't know, like, yeah, it's just a big modern city. But oh yes, maybe you should go to like the central, because in the central there are a lot of mountains. And there are these caves. Like I went to there, like so there. It's in many provinces, but I went to some, and it looks really good. Like when you just go to somewhere that it's just nature and it's just pure nature, and then you can get this boat, and then you just sit on the boat and you go along this river, and then at some point you'll see a lot of mountains, and then you can go. You know, like there's a big mountains, and then the river just goes underneath it, and then you just pass through the mountain, and it's really nice, and the water is really clear, you know.
What's this mountain called?
It's I don't remember the name of the mountains, but the province is called Ninh Bình. Oh, it's actually a cool story about that, because because there was a period, right? The capital was in Ninh Bình, which has a lot of mountains. And then the next period, the emperor decided to move to Hanoi, which is the current capital. And the reason for that, there's a very symbolic reason for that, because when you move from a mountainous area to a very flat and a lot of valleys area, it's like a statement that, at least this is what I heard from class in Vietnam, it's like a symbolic move to show other countries, China, that that your country is strong enough militarily, but also economically and politically, to be able to not have to hide behind all these mountains, and you can just declare yourself in a big area.
Like there's empty space.
Yeah. So yeah, I love all my Chinese friends. Like, I mean,
Just came up.
yeah.
So, what do we do with this potato thing?
We also
Sorry.
chop it very small,
Okay.
and then we're gonna stir fry that with the carrots later.
And what about the family dynamics? What is that like?
I mean, family, I think in Asia in general is a much bigger thing than it is in Europe. There's a lot more emphasis placed in it. So my family in China, like up until very recently, they all lived in the same house. So my grandparents, my aunts and uncle, my cousin, her husband and her daughter, and they all lived in the same house. And it's not unusual. Like it's because you're meant to, if your parents are older, you look after them. It's not a question. It's not a and also, yeah, so family is a very important thing, and also everyone has specific names depending on who they are in the family. So there's a specific name for my mum's cousin's oldest daughter and my mum's cousin's youngest daughter, and so you had to remember the difference.
Wow.
And if they're older than you, it's different. It's changing now because they're getting more Americanized or more Westernized. But if they're older than you can't actually call them by their first name. So you have to call them by this relation. So you have to try and remember which relation it is. It's still a thing. Like my mum doesn't call her sister by her first name. She calls her older sister.
Oh wow. Is it the same in Vietnam?
Yeah, it's the same.
The exact same? Or do you guys have like slight differences?
I think it's basically the same, right?
Yeah, except you have to remember their names as well.
Are you guys, would you consider yourselves formal?
Oh, mine's definitely not westernized.
No?
No, not at all. The older generations, they're like my parents and my grandma, they're super traditional, and they would like really hold on to traditional values. Perfect example, when I was little, I have to learn how to cook. And my grandma was really concerned about the fact that I should be able to know how to cook or to take care of the house, take care of your family. And if I wake up late in the morning or I did something, I mean, if I'm not hardworking and stuff, my grandma would be like, yeah, it sounds super sexist, but I mean, like she would be like, yeah, but I mean, when you grow up, you have to marry, and then how can you cook for your husband? You know, it's like he can cook for himself. But
And sometimes they still, like she said, make comments that are kind of sexist. Like, oh, you're getting too smart, you can't marry someone later on the world, you're smarter than them.
Is that actually a thing?
yeah. Like when I told my parents, I mean, they want me to have a proper education, but when I tell them that I probably would want to have a PhD, and they'd be like, no, but no man would want to marry you if you have a PhD. And I was like, not my problem. But you know, like if you live with Asian parents or like that, you just have to build a self-defense mechanism, you know. Onions, tofu, carrots, taro, mushrooms, and eggs. Yeah.
So basically the two things we stir fried, we mix them together.
Yeah.
And added eggs.
Yes, now we're gonna wrap it.
This is how it looks like. Soggy, but stuck together.
And it's important, yeah. Okay. So this is the rice paper. Wait.
Beautiful.
Okay, yeah. So usually it depends on what kind of rice paper you have, but I tried this one and it's quite hard. So if it's not this hard, then you can just put your hand in and like sprinkle some water. But because this is hard, I'm gonna just dip it in the water. Okay.
Alright, so we are done. But what do we do with the lettuce?
Okay, so we're gonna take the lettuce, and then we're gonna take one and just wrap it in, and then dip this whole thing into soy sauce, and then we eat it.
Thank you for watching us, and thank you for coming and making food with us. Stay tuned for the 6th episode of Budget Bites, and yeah, that's it. We're done.